Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wrestling is Silly, your weekly dose of stupid wrestling action. My name is Eden. I am your host for this evening and last bastion of the Vaudeville Show, joined by you lovely people in chat. Unfortunately, Zach is taking a nap, so he is not here today. It's just me. But hey, I have a secret special guest for next week, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be fun. But tonight, just me on my own. Neil asked about the starting music, and so that is the same track as the one you're hearing now, technically, although I'm going to get into some boring stupid radio stuff now. This is what is called the bed, and then there is the main version, which is the same track as you're hearing now, but with the extra guitar solo on top. But I can't talk over a guitar solo because that would be too cutting over my voice. So what Amber did when they made the theme is they made the main intro theme that is the 90 seconds that then seamlessly loops into this, which then seamlessly loops into itself. So we've got the 90-second intro, then the 90-second bed that just loops into itself. Gonna go into some boring lore. I was in the forest, and I had an axe, and there was a centaur teaching me how to make music. No boring lore here. But yeah, so that's not boring. All lore is boring unless you're experiencing it. Being told about lore is really fucking boring, with the exception of if it is Five Nights at Freddy's lore. I will never play a Five Nights at Freddy's game in my life, but I will listen to a Midwestern man tell me about Five Nights at Freddy's lore, as long as that man is not called Matthew Patrick, for hours, because it's all absolutely bonkers. None of it makes any sense. It's all very clearly just thrown together as it comes along. It makes no sense, and it's very clearly all just like made as it, like, all the story is bolted onto itself as it's gone along. None of it, like, there was no big story to tell from the start. It's all just carried on and on and on to try and bait YouTubers and bait MatPat. As an aside, slight redesign to the PNG tuba. It's now not a still PNG. You may notice there's some idle animation there, and the sort of animation is a little bit more smooth when I start talking. It's a nice little upgrade. What happened with that was we added the Zach RuneScape redeem to turn him into a RuneScape, and because that is a video with an idle animation, it made mine look really horrible and still and lifeless. So I thought, I'm gonna learn how After Effects puppet warping works and make little puppet idle animations of all of the still images we have. So that is how I spent yesterday instead of working. I should have been working. I should have been drawing horses for work. But alas, instead I learnt how puppet warping worked in After Effects and made little puppet warp animations of my little guy. Any odd results from the idle animations? There shouldn't be any odd results. In fact, what has actually happened is, because so before there was again, gonna get into some boring OBS things that nobody cares about except me. Before, the way it worked was I had two sources. I had the still image, and then I had the still, and then I had the bouncing around that was talking, and they were two slightly different images. So what I did was I had basically one image, one source was visible when I wasn't talking, and one source was visible when I was talking. So whenever the mic input went over 0 dB, it would swap, and then when it went under, it would swap back. And that meant I had to do 2 sets of mic filters for each one. I then had to have each different costume change had to be its own scene that were then nested into a costume swap scene that is then nested into this scene. And instead now what I've got is I've got one video file with the filters, with 2 filters that both are ran by one single mic filter that is then, when I need to costume swap, what happens is I just change the video file instead of swapping out the scenes. So it's gone far more simple. It's stripped back and simplified, and it should be easier now. It should be, well, I say easier, it should be easier on my resources, and it should be easier to like add new stuff, swap out new stuff, and easier to flip through all of my fucking files, because I have so many, like, because I've got scenes nested in scenes nested in scenes, folders nested in folders nested in folders. OBS is less likely to struggle, which it shouldn't, because I've got a big beef PC, but again, any little helps. Because OBS is not a small program. Streaming is not an easy thing to do, because you're basically rendering the game twice. But yeah, OBS, yeah, it's OBS and OBS, so a big PC will only go so far. Yeah, I am well aware of that. But yeah, so that was sort of what I've been doing all, like, for the past couple of days. I've been trying to do a lot of work on making the stream a little, just a little bit better. Do my little incremental upgrades as I am wont to do, and hopefully make it a little bit better, make it a little bit. I've been doing a little bit more advertising as well, because I find it's really hard to advertise this show, and I say this during the advertising spiel quite a lot, but it is true. I feel like it's quite hard to advertise this show because it's a show about wrestling, but it's not really about wrestling, and it is a wrestling show, but it's not really a wrestling show. But it is, because there is storylines and lore, and it is written like a wrestling show, but at the same time it's kind of like an improv comedy show. It's kind of just a jokey joke and a dick around, and it's, yeah, it's really hard to advertise the show, but I've been like consciously trying to talk about it, trying to make shorts for YouTube and things as an aside. Please, if anything really fucking funny happens, please do make a clip of it, because then I can make that clip into a short and put that short on YouTube, and that might attract new people, and I would quite like that. So yeah, make clips, please. Also, welcome Neil, welcome Hannah, welcome Valerie. How do we make clips? If you're on the Twitch player on your desktop, I'm gonna have to go to a Twitch stream because I've forgotten how to make clips. In the bottom right corner of the Twitch player, there's a little clapper board. If you click that, it'll take you to a clip maker with the last, like, I think, minute of the stream, so you can make a clip. You can also use !clip that, I think. Let me check my commands. !clip will make a clip of the last 60 seconds and post it in the Discord for me. So yeah, you can either do it manually with the clapperboard in the player, or you can just use !clip in chat and it will make a clip. So yeah. No, as there is no Zach, there is far less of a tangent. Instead, I've just given you some inside baseball bollocks. So, shall we get started a little bit earlier than scheduled? Because it is a big night here for Wrestling is Silly. We are edging closer and closer to Wrestling is Silly Heatwave, because, as you can feel, it's kind of heating up. I say as a joke, because it's been 13 degrees for 2 weeks. I just want it to be summer again. Because I like summer. All of my clothes are summer coded. My wardrobe is a summer spring wardrobe. I do not fare well in this stupid weather that's kind of a bullshit mix of all of the seasons at once. But yes, we are in theory, edging towards Wrestling is Silly Heatwave. That will contain not only big title matches. I think my autumn winter wardrobe is loving. You are very autumn winter coded, which yeah, you're having a great time. But I want to get all my shorts out and me funky tops, and all my pirate clothes are very thin material, so they're very summery, summer springy. But yes, Wrestling is Silly Heatwave, which will contain, of course, big title matches, big feud matches, and the summertime silliness, the big 30-man Rumble to crown the Wrestling is Silly men's smiley case holder that we, that thing we do every year when 30 random dudes get into the ring. But speaking of titles and title holders and all of that jazz, one of our title holders, Kiryu Kazuma, has been out of action for a little while since Birthday Bash. He's been injured. He's not been injured. He's just been recovering his worn down body because he was carrying the tag title belts and the world title belts. And after he lost that world title belt, he went on a little bit of a sabbatical to rest and recover, and now he is back. He is back in action, opening the show this week. Kiryu versus one of his rivals turned friends turned rivals, Sonic the Hedgehog. This is Battle for the Ages. The Fight Boy Friends and Sonic Generations. Sonic Generations have been dethroned twice by the Fight Boy Friends in tag competition. They've also allied together for the first ever Blood and Guts match. These two are storied opponents. This, however, is the first time they are going head to head in singles action. It's going to be a hell of a start to the show. So let's get a little prediction in there. Who will win? Will it be Kazi One Belts or will it be classic Sonic the Hedgehog? It's the two big beefy boys. Get your votes in now, and I say we go down to the ring for the first match of the night. Wrestling is Silly. Your opening contest for this evening is set for one fall with no time limit. Making his way to the ring first, from Kamurocho, Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 228 pounds, he is one half of the Wrestling is Silly men's tag team champions, Kazuma Kiryu. I will get the names wrong all the time. I do it all the time, and I know I do. But if I just keep swapping, I'll be right on average half the time. I'm so glad to have Kiryu back. He's an incredible performer. He's an incredible contender. He always brings us all every single time he gets between these ropes. That tag title is in fact on the line. The reason he chose Sonic is not just because they have this storied rivalry, but because, as we mentioned last week, the Fight Boy Friends have basically asked not only Sonic Generations but also the Springfield Sports Center to kind of be gatekeepers for the tag title division. So Kiryu fighting Sonic gives Sonic Generations a real sort of reminder of what they're up against and what the standard they need to push for potential tag team challenges. And his opponent from the Green Hill Zone, weighing in at 16 bits of blast processing, Sonic the Hedgehog. Again, very rare that we see Sonic out in singles action. But I say that this is his second time that he's been out in singles action in the last month, as he did go up against Abraham Lincoln a couple of weeks ago. He's taken on all the big beefy boys from all the big beefy teams, because as we said, so the Sonics are looking for potential tag team title challenges, and they did have their eye on the Union for a little bit. Unfortunately, an injured Karl Marx did sort of impede the Sonic Generation's ability to properly vet the Union, but they did the best that they could with the third member, Freddy Fazbear, so Glamrock Freddy, stepping in. But so far the Sonics still kind of looking for that team that they think is really going to take it. And here we go. There is a referee ringing the bell. Kiryu gets the lockup Irish whip into the corner. Rising knee straight to the throat of Sonic the Hedgehog. Kiryu looking a bit slow on his feet, but he hits the ropes, and oh, another knee right across the face of the Hedgehog. Kiryu not lost a step up onto those top ropes. Big diving double foot stomps. Gets the cover. Only a 2 count for now. I don't believe we've named this referee yet. This ain't Gus, this ain't Freya. I don't believe we have a name for this referee. Please get your name suggestions for that referee in the chat. Quick snapmare from Kiryu. He hits the ropes and off the ropes, bouncing the knee into the back of Sonic. Sonic returning with some chops, but eating a few of Kiryu's. And the Shiranui, not quite the Shiranui, into sort of the spinning reverse DDT. That was an incredible combination from the Dragon of Dojima, who takes flight over that top rope. Incredible scenes from our opening contest. Sonic struggling up to his feet. Kiryu with a big backhand. Sonic manages to get up to his feet, returns Kiryu to the ring. But Kiryu booting Sonic into the turnbuckle, hits the ropes. And a PK into the double foot stomps. Gets the cover. That would have been a very, very quick loss for Sonic, for any member of Sonic Generations. And there's the Kamigoye, a brutal knee strike. Sonic tripping and hitting that barricade put him in a very precarious position, but he manages to duck away, but right into the awaiting power bomb, Liger bomb from the Dragon of Dojima from Kiryu, and another Kamigoye. Kiryu with that wrist control, spinning it out and just driving the back of Sonic's head into the ground. The thing with the wrist control is it looks a bit silly. It looks a bit like it's not much, but you control someone's wrist, you control their entire body. That's a little thing that you don't realize until you get between those ropes. Someone has control of your wrist, you're going to go with them, because the last thing you want them to do is break that wrist up, freaking pull your hand off. Another snapmare from Kiryu, bouncing off, and then again, the back of the back connects with the knee. Kiryu very much in the driver's seat with that head scissors. Sonic unable to really get out of the starting blocks this match. And that is, well, I mean, that's to be expected of the World Tag Team Champion. But Sonic's nothing to sniff at. Sonic's not a nobody. There's the skip from Kiryu. And the reverse DDT, the Scorpion Death Drop, if you will. Slap avoided by Sonic. Maybe this is where he can get some momentum. See, he's got that wrist control, and Kiryu going right with him as Sonic. I'm not sure what Sonic was going for there, but he could not. Maybe couldn't make it up the ropes. Bude RPG, welcome in. Welcome to wrestling. It's silly. There's the beast mode driver. Kiryu with the cover. Sonic, though, kicking out at 2. Not the beast mode driver, not enough to keep him down, but there's the low thrust kick and the rising knee, that rising knee strike used by Ichiban, perfected by Kiryu. Maybe there it is. Kiryu, here is your excuse me, unthinkable chicken has really unthinkable chicken has spoiled this moment, this comeback for Kiryu, by just causing devastation across the ring, taking out not only Kiryu but Sonic as well. Unthinkable conduct indeed. I don't want to take this moment away from Kiryu though. What a comeback. What a way to make his return to wrestling is silly. Taking out Sonic, classic Sonic from Sonic Generations. But the Unthinkable Chicken, again, the Unthinkables have been acting a little bit out of character as of late. They have been, it's things like that. It's the attack. There was that whole Unthinkable Sheep a few weeks ago, just sort of sitting and staring during the Unthinkable Horses match. It's been a really, they've just been sort of acting weird in the back. It's been an odd time for the Unthinkables in general. And this is no different. I mean, I'm not quite sure what to think about that. But yeah, very, very efficient win from Kiryu. He had control most, if not all, of that match. And I believe if he can continue on this what's the word I'm looking for? If he can continue on this trajectory, which I have no reason to believe that he can't, him and Majima could be holding on to those to those title belts for the duration, because while we have a thriving tag division, while we have some of the best tag teams in the world in, you know, Sonic Generations, Springfield Sports Center, the Union, the Dirty Dogs, Vicious and Delicious, the RCM. I mean, there are some big teams here, but can anyone dethrone the Fight Boy friends? I mean, the Sonics have had to go, Sports Center have had to go, everyone's had to go. Nobody can quite. The Dogs had to go. Nobody can quite cut it though. But both the Sports Center and Sonic Generations, they seem to have their picks for the next in line. Obviously, our main event this evening is that 20-minute Iron Man match between Vicious and Delicious and the Springfield Sports Center, and depending on their performance during that match, I think we may have our number one contenders for the title on the line. But before that, we have a lot more show for you, including this next match. Mr. Pringle getting in the ring, maybe punched a little bit above his weight, because he has for some reason decided that he wants to go toe-to-toe with the Super Saiyan Goku. Now, Mr. Pringle is hardly a jobber, but he's hardly a headline act as well either. And with Goku coming off the back of a win from a win over Superman, and then a surprising loss to Bugs Bunny, maybe Mr. Pringle thinks he can continue that. Maybe he thinks he can capitalize on this wavering win-loss record for Goku, but only time will tell. So let's go down to the ring and see how this will unfold. Wrestling is silly. Your next match is set for one fall with no time limit. Making his way to the ring first, from your snack cupboard, weighing in at 258 pounds, representing the Snack Pack, Mr. Pringle. I appreciate the tenacity of Mr. Pringle coming out here against a verified superstar like Goku, but I gotta be honest, I don't much fancy his chances, if I'm 100% honest with you. Maybe it can surprise me though. I mean, Bugs Bunny surprised me with his rise to the top. Obviously was cut short by Bob Belcher just last week, but hey, we didn't talk about that. We didn't talk about the wins. And his opponent from the planet Vegeta, weighing in at 215 pounds, Goku. Yeah, once he pops, he cannot be stopped. That is the attitude that we want from Mr. Pringle. 91% of you thinking Mr. Pringle's going to win. 9% Goku. The poll is closed. So Bude all in on Pringle. I think he might have a chance. I mean, stranger things have happened. Anything is possible in the world of the silliness of wrestling. It's silly. Goku now making his way into the ring. Goku, a consummate professional. At the very least, we know that we're going to get a good and respectful match from these two seasoned veterans. Goku seasoned by combat. Mr. Pringle seasoned with Texas barbecue. Gus ringing the bell. Oh, Mr. Pringle with a heavy right hand to open the fray. Gets the waistlock and up into the electric chair drop out of nowhere. With my gambling record, I've got a good feeling about this. Bude RPG, are you a professional gambler? Is this the reveal? Goku struggling to get off the starting blocks. Mr. Pringle in full control. Big German suplex from Mr. Pringle, and just stomping on the spiky head of Goku. Oh, and on the arm. Mr. Pringle is coming out here swinging. No, I didn't have bad luck. I have no luck at all. Oh dear. That's not good. Oh, neither is this. Mr. Pringle just grabbing at the face of Goku. Goku though grabs the ankle, slips out the back, and maybe this is his chance to get some momentum. kicks right and left, gets that hammerlock in, and hammerlock back suplex. Mr. Pringle's entire weight just collapsing onto his wrist there. And 5 quick shots to the face, returning fire for that flurry of blows. Mr. Pringle got the start of the match. Quick cover from Goku. Just a 1 count though. And there's the springboard cross body, another pinfall attempt. Goku wanting to shut this up early. Maybe he forgot to put more money in the meter. Thinks he might get a parking ticket, but no quick escapes here. Neck breaker from Goku. Pringle back up to his feet. Big collar and elbow tie up, and Goku coming out on top once again, just mounting and pounding. Not like that. A poor, innocent Mr. Pringle struggling to get his guards up. Oh, what a clubbing blow to the lower back, to the arse of Goku. Made up for by just almost like a GTS style suplex there. Goku, both these men are going for the striking game, and Goku, not traditionally a striker, more of a grappler, more of a martial artist, but he's going to the level that Mr. Pringle operates at, which is this striking game. And he seems to be winning so far. Beating a man at his own game like that, that's got to be embarrassing for Mr. Pringle. Goku now up onto the top rope. This is dangerous for Pringle, but still dangerous for Goku as well. Swanton avoided by Mr. Pringle, who springboards up for the shotgun dropkick. Not usually we see that athleticism from Mr. Pringle, but there's some trading of styles here this evening. These two giving us one hell of a show. Oh, Mr. Pringle though avoided the correct timing on that Irish whip. The springboard crossbody from Goku once again, and the springboard Phoenix splash to the outside. Incredible show of athleticism from the Super Saiyan. But German suplex, and you saw the Spanish commentary table, the Goku's head colliding with the top of that table. And now Goku not slowed down for a moment though. He hits the sit out neck breaker and landing on his ass like that instead of going prone, landing on his ass like that puts a lot of torque on the neck of Mr. Pringle as he goes down. So it's just extra insult to injury. Another clubbing knee to the gut, to the face. I can't quite see where that made contact, but it wasn't good either way. Gus ushering them both in. Goku, you saw Goku went for the roll in, but there is the spirit bomb from Goku. Deep cover. And that perfectly placed spirit bomb. Here is your winner, Goku. Nobody does a spirit bomb better than the Super Saiyan himself. Goku getting the win over Mr. Pringle. Almost a routine victory there from the Super Saiyan. Mr. Pringle gonna have to go, and he struggled to pop, so of course he could be stopped. But rest assured, Goku kind of, I don't know what his angle is. I don't know if he's going for a title or if he's just trying to rack up some wins to get some good fights in. Because I know that man is about just having good fights. And again, I don't know what his angle is for now, but I know he's having a good time doing it. Ardish, Rob, thank you for coming in. Thank you for reminding me to hit that hydrate. Everyone else get a hydrate as well. And speaking of hydrate, I need to unfortunately go and do the opposite of a hydrate, which is to go for a quick wee. I forgot to go during the countdown, so I will BRB in about 60 seconds. see Neil has been busy making some clips. Let me just check. They have those clips and posted to the Discord. I don't think they have. I thought I'd made a thing that put clips that are made in the that put clips that have been made in the Discord. Unfortunately, not. So I'll go check those at the end of the stream. Thank you for making those. It's very, again, to anyone that did not hear my call out. Making clips is one of the most useful things you can do for a streamer. It makes them promoting themselves far easier, and that includes me and just anyone else that you follow, really. But I'm back. It's been a good show so far. We're in our third match. We're only 30 minutes into the show. We might actually end on time, and good thing this isn't like a proper wrestling show, or we'd have to get network overrun literally every week. But yes, this next match, this is going to be a doozy, because we are once again going to not only are we going to the women's division, we're going to the hardest hitting area of the women's division, the hardcore title zone. And Princess Daisy, our hardcore champion, has remained on her open challenge bullshit. She has said once again, come at me. If the network had any sense of, program the overrun and not tell me about it. Yeah. Because if you tell me I've got 20-minute overrun, I'll go 40. This is why I don't get stand-up shows very often, because I don't know how timing works. But yeah, Princess Daisy, the Wrestling is Silly hardcore champion, has gone, I want to remain open challenge. This is the point of the hardcore belt, is you can lose it at any time. You can get into a match at any time. And the closest thing she can do to that is go open challenge whenever, every week. Let's go. Let's fucking do this. And who should step through and sign the open challenge this week but Princess Peach. Peach versus Daisy. No disqualifications, extreme rules, whatever you want to call it, for the hardcore championship. This is going to be a fucking doozy. Let's get down to the ring. Wrestling is Silly. This next match is an Extreme Rules, no disqualification match for the Wrestling is Silly Hardcore Championship. Yeah, let's fucking go indeed. These two have remained close and remained friends for the duration of this. A lot of people, when they saw Daisy was joining Wrestling is Silly along with Princess Peach, a lot of people thought, oh, they're gonna feud. Of course they're gonna feud, because that's what wrestling shows do. They take people that we know and they put them in feuds. That's what you do with Mario and Luigi. That's what you're gonna do with Peach and Daisy. No, they remained friends. They remained respectful. They fought each other, but only to better each other. They didn't form a team, but they didn't form rivalries in either. They just rooted for each other quietly. This is the first time we're seeing them one-on-one in singles action. This is going to be big. Because again, we've seen the both these women trained by the same trainer, both adopting this almost both of them going back to their sports roots. Daisy, of course, going far more for the football route. Princess Peach going for more of a martial arts route. But they are both hard-hitting, athletic sports women. It's going to be amazing to see their styles clashing. Princess Daisy, of course, walking out with that big red hardcore title around her waist. She has made that her own. Oh, so quick. Yeah, Peach is looking intense. She wants this. I mean, not only does she very clearly want this, she very clearly wants the Wrestling is Silly hardcore champion. Of course she wants to win the belt. Of course she wants gold. But I think she just wants to beat Daisy. She wants a good match with Daisy. First, the challenger. From the Mushroom Kingdom, weighing in at 150 pounds, Princess Peach. And from Sorasaland, weighing in at 140 pounds, she is the reigning and defending Wrestling is Silly Hardcore Champion, Princess Daisy. Your referee for tonight's proceedings, Senior Official Gus. And all the pomp and circumstance out of the way, Gus rings that bell and the two get together. Daisy with the huge leaping foot stomps out the gate and just, her boot colliding with the face, hitting the Kamigoye. Chance for Gus the ref. Flying Superman punch from Daisy. Daisy is going all the way in to get the win off of Princess Peach, but maybe taking an eye off the ball just for a moment, letting Peach get some brutal knee strikes to the gut. But Daisy with the legs up and the low drop kick to the temple for Princess Peach. There is no love lost between these two. I thought they might hold it back for a second. Manhattan drop, big boot. Daisy in the lead, sits out their senton, gets the cover. But barely even a 1 count from Princess Peach, kicking out as quick as she possibly can. Oh, there's channeling Dustin Rhodes with that power slam. And now the lockup again. Another Manhattan drop. Off to hit the ropes. Big boot. Should that be a new donk drop? And there's the senton. Bunky, welcome in. Let's go indeed. The hardcore title. Peach versus Daisy. This ain't even a pay-per-view, but this is pay-per-view grade match. Princess Daisy getting the sledgehammer. Peach going to avoid it, but instead, it comes crunching down onto the hand and then onto the knee. Yeah, 100% boo. That's very much how it feels. Yeah. Oh yeah. Daisy is she's a fighting champion, and when you're a fighting champion for the hardcore title, that means live fast and die young, because every single match you're putting your entire body on the line. Big flying Superman punch off the top rope. That's a lot of momentum. But Princess Peach fighting back. And forearm strike to the side of the head. Peach going back to the ring to get that sledgehammer, trying to give Daisy a receipt for earlier. Daisy though, Daisy grabs a kendo stick, but Princess Peach, Princess Peach relentless with that sledgehammer. Cover strikes to the gut, but leapfrogged by Daisy, and the double stomps as well. That was an incredible bit of athleticism from Princess Daisy. But now Princess Peach has the kendo stick and is just striking Daisy across the back with it. Oh, beautiful Casadora victory roll into those double stomps again. Maybe I'm just soft, but I feel that sledgehammer could kill the opponent. I mean, it's hardcore rules. They're called extreme rules for a reason. I mean, anything goes here in the hardcore division. If there's a fucking, I don't know, a gun under there, that I suppose would be allowed too. Daisy putting some distance between her and her opponent. Oh, but right into the jawbreaker for Princess Peach. Princess Peach looks like she's gearing up for something. Daisy slowly gets up to her feet, and the royal wave from Princess Peach. Daisy almost colliding headfirst into that bottom step there, but just missing it by the skin of her teeth. Now Princess Peach going back to that sledgehammer. But thankfully disarmed by Princess Daisy. Daisy looking like she was about to slip over on those albeit not the best grippy mats, but Daisy now returning under the ring. What's she found? Oh, there we go. The crowd was chanting, "We want tables," and here is the table indeed. Daisy, though, just putting Peach down with it and then returning back to hand combat. This is how you do a successful hardcore title run. She uses the weapons, but they're not the be-all and end-all. Daisy does not look like she's doing so hot. I think she may have glitched out into the railing. But that's given Princess Peach an opening to just get in as many strikes as she can. Oh, please don't go over the railing, because that will invalidate the match, and there's no count out, so that means it will go on for fucking ever. What the fuck, Daisy? Daisy appears to be possessed by some sort of demon at this point. She is floating off the ground, doing a big stretchy. No contact being given between her and Princess Peach. This is what I get for trying to make a WWE game into a stream. Oh, and now it's even worse. Daisy has no bones, but she's managed to get a couple of shots in. She's fighting the demon. She's resisting the urge. Oh no. Oh dear. She has phased. She has done what I feared would happen. She has phased to the other side of... She's phased to the other side of the barrier, which means this match is now soft-locked. Because there's no count-out, as you can tell. And you can't climb over that barricade, because you're not supposed to be able to climb over that barricade. So they can now not hit each other at all. So she's stuck now. So we've got we've got a choice on our hands. We can declare this a no contest. We can say Daisy loses by disqualification, so therefore doesn't lose her title, or we can, I don't know, we can reset the match, we can skip the match, we can just watch them, I don't know, size each other up. We do need to get a wizard in here to rewind time. But the choice is kind of, do we pretend this never happened and skip, or do we restart? How are you guys, what do you guys think? I'm gonna do a poll, because this can only continue for so long before we yeah, see, they can take the odd swing at each other. Skip or continue. That's so many clips are happening. Get your vote in now. Let's do a quick minute-long poll. Because yeah, this cannot continue as it is. But well, skip. This is the wrong. This is the wrong poll. This is the wrong poll. I need to delete this poll and do a new one because I forgot an option. So what do? Skip, continue, or restart. That's what I wanted. It's skip or restart. That's what I wanted to do. Because these two are just gonna continue to sort of just fucking do this for eternity, because there's no way over that barricade, I don't believe. And if Peach gets stuck over that barricade, then we're truly fucked, because there's no way to end the match on that side of the barricade. I suppose I could attempt to take over and try and get Daisy back in, but I wouldn't even know how to do that. I think maybe like, here's the thing, if Peach wins by ring out, which is kind of impossible in a hardcore match, if Peach wins by ring out, then it will be a disqualification win, so Daisy would still be champion. That's how the rules go. I'm gonna do a quick, let's see if I can't use, oh dear, Peach's leg is stuck. Now Peach's leg is stuck. Let's see if I can't quickly try and get in as Daisy. Again, I wouldn't even know how to do that, because now look, like, you're very clearly not supposed to be this far away. I'm actually quite curious, actually. How far out? See, there's no clipping on this. No clipping on any of this. Can I? Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea. If I run all the way around to the start, while Peach just starts disassembling. If I... Oh, no! No, I can't get through! I can't get through. See, that over there is an actual fighting area. Over there where I am, but it won't let me over because I'm not supposed to be over there, and Peach has no idea where I am. So I am declaring this. Let me have a look at the results. And in the meantime, I will stop controlling. The results are 60% skip, 40% restart. So we will skip the match, and we will declare this a no contest. We will declare this a no contest, and maybe we'll have a rematch or something. But that was not how I intended that to go. But yeah, what a world! What a world! And many clips were made. Many clips were made of that match. We have so many. We are in fact blasting through the matches tonight, but of course we do have that 20-minute Iron Man match at the end of this evening's proceedings. So there is of course a big longie there at the end. But for now, this is our final match of the first half of the show. We Fit Trainer is here with her contractually obligated television appearance, with her contractually obligated match. This is We Fit Trainer versus Cruella de Vil, one-on-one. This is just so, again, to catch anyone that hasn't been in, We Fit Trainer, our Wrestling is Silly Women's World Champion, she held the belt hostage for about like six to 8 weeks, refused to get in the ring, refused to wrestle a match, demanded that we give her the only the best. She said she was better than anybody else in the entire division. So we put together an entire round robin tournament for her to determine the best woman in the roster to go against her. And even that wasn't good enough. So I have demanded that she come in every other week at least and make an appearance and prove to her that there are women worthy of her attention. So our next match for this evening, Wrestling is Silly Women's World Champion We Fit Trainer against Cruella de Vil. This next match is set for one fall with no time limit. Making your way to the ring first, from Woohoo Island, weighing in at 133 pounds, the reigning but not defending Wrestling is Silly Women's World Champion, Amanda the We Fit Trainer. Again, just I do not want part-timers here. I know we saw Kiryu kind of went on the back burner when the tag champions haven't been appearing much, but that's an extenuating circumstance because, you know, he's been off injured, but now they're back. And her opponent from London, England, weighing in at 165 pounds, Cruella de Vil. Again, we Cruella, usually an evil one half of the evil old ladies. The evil old ladies, don't worry, they have not split up. They're just doing their separate things. Cruella was working in the Indies for a little bit as Ursula was in the honeymoon phase with Misty. And now Cruella's back. She sees Ursula's occupied, so she's doing her own thing. Not to worry, they're not breaking up. It's just, brutal chop block there from Amanda to open proceedings. And the elbow drop right across the throat. Oh, Cruella expertly dodging the strikes, running up the turnbuckle to almost spark Wii Fit Trainer out. But no, she came back to her senses just in time. And side suplex from Wii Fit Trainer from Amanda, and the rising knee strike. We see Kiryu, we see Ichiban utilize that. Now we're seeing Cruella de Vil get quite good success out of it. Oh, there's the running knee into the corner, and it's just striking across the face, and the heel of her boot colliding with the face of Wii Fit Trainer. And those high heels, they are called stilettos for a reason. They are going to spike into the face of the Women's World Champion. And we're still looking for somebody to take on the Women's World Champion at Wrestling Is Silly Heatwave. She will be defending her belt at Heatwave. Just you wait. We just need to find the correct woman, and there are a lot of strong contenders. Of course, we've seen Misty come on a long way. Obviously, Princess Peach, Bayonetta still holds on to that smiley case. She could cash that in at any moment for a title shot. But so far, we've not heard anything from Amanda. She still thinks she's uncomparable. But Cruella definitely had a number there. And now Cruella with the brutal strikes, the knees, the punches. This is the cruelty that Cruella is known for, both in real life and in the ring. She's I thought she was going for that surfboard stretch there, but no, just stomping on the inner knees of the champion. Nope. I thought that was an expert avoid by Wii Fit Trainer, but no, into the Enziguri by Cruella de Vil. Cruella now bouncing up onto the top rope, the knee across the throat. Amanda is on a rare off day here, as Cruella is taking advantage of every moment of it. Cruella throws Amanda into the corner and then back out again as she ascends to the middle rope. Vader bomb. Vader elbow drop, actually. That was beautiful moves there by Cruella. Gets the cover, but it's only a 2 count. And I thought she was going for something big there, but Amanda had her mind in the right place, got the elbow up and regained her momentum. Dragon screw taking down Cruella de Vil and just wrenching open the legs of Cruella to do damage to those thighs. And now spinning her around by the neck. That is a brutal way to get someone in a front face lock. Amanda now back on top, as you would imagine, from the Women's World Champion, locking the foot and then just punching her in the thigh, getting a cover. Cruella is tenacious. Cruella is hard hitting. But now Wii Fit Trainer grabs the arm, gets her in the limber up lock. This is how she's put away many an opponent before. You see there's that elevated armbar, but Cruella wrenching it through. Yeah, as Valerie says in the chat, Cruella getting some good moves in, but Amanda showing that she is the best woman in the back. But we still need, again, she will still be defending that belt. She is going to be defending that belt at all all of our big pay-per-views, and she will appear at least every 2 weeks until she is dethroned. And I don't want to be implementing that kind of strict regimen, but you know, right into the brutal haymaker. I don't usually implement that strict regimen, but Wii Fit Trainer took the belt hostage and ran away with it, and I don't think that's fair to the women in the back. And Cruella representing every woman in the back that was scorned. She's going once again for the Vader elbow. There it goes. Big drop, gets the cover. And the win. Incredible victory with that Vader elbow drop. Here is your winner, Cruella Deville. Just as we were saying, there may not be a woman ready to face Amanda for the title. Cruella comes out with the surprise win, and I mean, that's got to do something for the odds for who is going to face Amanda at Heatwave. Maybe Cruella has just punched her ticket. Only time will tell. But what a match that was. Just as Valerie was talking about it all being wrapped up, talking about the match in past tense, here Cruella comes out with the surprise win. As we say, anything can happen here in wrestling is silly. But what's going to happen right now is a quick break. We're going to be back in 3 minutes time, but in that meantime, please do empty your bladders, refill your glasses, get yourself a nice biscuit, and answer me one question. Who's that Pokemon?
Who's that Pokemon?
Did you get it right? It was everyone's favorite Pokemon. I know I do the silly Pokemon cry bit every single time, but it'll never not be funny. I will stand by that every day that I live. Pokemon cries are inherently stupid. I made a short about it on the Wrestling is Silly YouTube channel that you can find. YouTube.com/OurWrestlingIsSilly, as you just saw in the chat from my lovely Bot Buccaneer. But yes, we're back now. We are doing a coming back. Hope you had a nice break. I sat and watched a couple of the clips that Neil has been making of the show. And yeah, sorry, I got the thing with being on my own and having to do a one-person commentary booth. It's hard because not only do I have to do all the commentary, which is the easy bit. I'm good at that bit. It's the not losing my train of thought halfway through these bits. And okay, I almost did it again there. You can tell I'm not medicated. I almost did it again there because I don't know if this happens to you or if this is just a me thing, but sometimes somebody will say something and my head will go, oh, that's the exact cadence. Those words, the way they said those words are in the exact timing and cadence of the way those words are said in a song that you know. So you have to sing the rest of the line out loud right now. And it just happened with me because what I did, and I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna do the mental process. I said it's the, and then I paused. And what my brain did was it heard, it's the, and then there was the pause. And it went, eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rivals. Because I said it in the right timing. I had to fight so hard not to do the thing I just did. And this happens all the fucking time. What gets me more often than the one that gets me most of all, especially before I moved, when I had housemates, somebody would say, and I was like, they would be telling a story about a conversation they had with somebody, and they would say the words, and I was like, and then they would stutter or they would stammer, and my head will invariably 100% of the time fill in with baby, 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 oh. Because if you say things that are in the cadence of a song, I have to use every fiber of my being not to sing the song. If you happen to pause and give me just half a beat to get it out, and I will. And I do it to myself all the time. I'm aware of how annoying it is, so it's a real fight. It's a real fucking fight. Speaking of real fights, clearly from the deafening silence of chat, nobody else that does this, and this is just a me thing. Your silence speaks volumes of how this is just a me thing. Speaking of fighting with every fiber of my being, let's go to watch other people that are fighting with every fiber of their being, but in physicalness and with their fists and feet, and not just with not singing silly songs. In the past few weeks, we have seen the Twitch title scene has been blowing up. Bugs Bunny has made it clear he is going for the Twitch title, as has a man that has been, it feels, orbiting the Twitch title picture since he first came into Wrestling is Silly, Bob Belcher. They have been going at each other for a... no, I recognize it very much. I even went, you do it to yourself. You do. That's why it really hurts. And last week we saw Darth Maul getting an upset victory over the current Twitch champion Spider-Man. So this week puts those two men against each other. Darth Maul, Bob Belcher, the two men that I say are in closest. I would say they are in the closest combat, the closest position to taking on the Twitch title. Of course, we will have to put it to Spider-Man at some point. Does he want to defend against these two, one of these two, or does he have other plans? But for now, for the #1 contendership to the Twitch title, Darth Maul, Bob Belcher, this is going to be a an all-out, drag-out, smackdown bomb burner. Get your votes in now as we go down to the ring. Wrestling is silly. This next match is set for one fall with no time limit. Making his way to the ring first, from the planet Dathomir, weighing in at 215 pounds, Darth Maul. Darth Maul, of course, the former and final Wrestling is Silly Flippy Shit Division champion. Before the division was before he was stripped of the title and the division was retired, Darth Maul retired that belt as the champion. Retired without losing it, I must say, as it was in fact Rue that cost him the title and the division its life. As Zach, who's just dropped into the chat, was victorious in that match over at Birthday Bash, and but now it seems Darth Maul has his sights set on another title, and while this time it will not complement his skin tone as well, as it will be the purple belt instead of the red belt, I think he will go for it just as much. Of course, Bob Belcher, and I would say Bugs Bunny as well, all of them are in firm contention for the belt. Bugs Bunny has excelled since leaving the Flip Shit division. Darth Maul got a win over the champ. Bob Belcher has orbited the title picture again, basically since he came into Wrestling is Silly. I think he came in on a Twitch title open challenge back when Luigi had it, back when either Luigi or Mario had it, if I remember correctly. And his opponent, from a burger restaurant conveniently located on Ocean Avenue, Seymour's Bay, New Jersey, weighing in at 256 pounds, fighting out of the Springfield Sports Center, Bob Belcher. Again, the ukulele may deceive you, but Bob Belcher, as he is a member of the Springfield Sports Center, is one of the hardest hitting men that we have here in Wrestling is Silly. The Springfield Sports Center saw something in him and picked him up as somewhat of a protege, and he has ran with that mentorship. If you'd like to get yourself a Springfield Sports Center t-shirt or hoodie, you can get so at our Ko-fi store. I'm looking at the aprons and I'm going, oh, do I want the apron? I kind of want a Springfield Sports Center apron. Would anybody else be interested in a Springfield Sports Center apron? Because it might just be a for me thing. Northern Lights suplex and Bob Belcher though, and the release German. Bob throwing Darth Maul is a flippy shit guy. He's used to flying, but usually he's the one that's in charge of the takeoff. Right now, Bob Belcher is throwing him hither and yon. Oh, beautiful duck and dive of that strike there. Oh, shoulder capture suplex, planting Darth Maul right on his bean, if you ask Taz. But that means something very different here in the UK. Oh, Darth Maul though capturing the strike, rebounding it into one of his own, and taking the momentum to Irish whip, flying forearm, and boots just collapsing the lungs of Bob Belcher. And split leg drop, both of the thighs and the yam bag, as you will. Quick cover, but only a 1 count. Bob Belcher not out of this fight yet. Not by a long shot. Drop kick to the back of the head, though, might change things somewhat. Ooh, beautiful combination into a DDT. Darth Maul up on the top rope. This is what got him that flippy shit title. Big splash into the empty pool. Bob Belcher standing ready for Darth Maul to face him after that. And there, the spear into the shoulder capture suplex. Bob Belcher on a roll right now. And the short arm lariat holds onto the wrist control. There's a second one. Steps through, continues to hold that wrist. And there's a third sharp lariat. Oh, I think he was going for that T-bone suplex there, which is often what goes into the burger of the day, but Darth Maul would not let him go. Oh, low drop kick and the Dathomir Sunrise. Beautiful destroyer there by Darth Maul. Gets the cover. Only a 2 count though. Is that a Dathomir Sunrise or is that a Star Destroyer? Because it's called a Panama Sunrise, but it's also called a Canadian Destroyer. I like them both. But speaking of the maiden Dathomir, it was the maiden Dathomir that got him the pinfall victory over the Twitch champion Spider-Man last week. But Bob Belcher 1 step ahead. The Tope Suicida though. Bob did not seem to be prepared for that tope at all. Oh, went for the lariat, couldn't quite connect though. Darth Maul in full control. Darth Maul up on the rope. Big elbow, but again into the empty pool. Was Bob Belcher playing possum, or did he just get out in the nick of time? Hits that judo toss. And now just kicking a man when he's down, but Darth Maul gets the boots up, pushes Bob away. And there's the sling blade. And a beautiful moonsault. Oh, Bob Belcher avoids into a sharp clothesline. And again, it hits the clothesline, maintaining the wrist control. Bob Belcher may be the king of the clothesline right now as he hits a collection of them onto Darth Maul. And scoop and a slam, rudimentary scoop slam, but it gets the job done. Bob avoiding the stomp though. And another beautiful judo throw into the Jujikatami. Oh, the top wrist lock. The top wrist Jujikatami. That is a really gnarly way to bend that arm. And Darth Maul is just about able to wrench his way free, but it took a lot of agility, a lot of movement from Darth Maul. Oh, but there's the package pile driver, the fear factor. You see, he pulls the arms back, so there's no way for Bob Belcher to break his fall. Freya. Here is your winner, Darth Maul. Now, I want it to be known that I saw that Bob Belcher grabbed the rope. I saw that Bob Belcher grabbed the rope there. That is not... Yeah, I saw a rope break. You saw a rope break. We all saw the rope break here. Darth Maul, that is an illegitimate victory. He is not... This is not over. This is not over. And I don't think Bob is going to be happy with that either. But if the ref didn't see it, that means it didn't happen. Darth Maul walks away with the win. Now, let's put all that ugliness past us and move on to what will be the Wrestling is Silly Men's World Championship at Wrestling is Silly Heatwave next month, because the gauntlet has been laid, as we saw last week with King taking out John Arbuckle. It will be King versus Wrestling is Silly's very own monster, Garfield for the Wrestling is Silly Men's World title. And now Garfield has been awoken from his slumber. He needs to tune up a little bit. So he's decided, he's been walking through the halls and he's seen a lot of new faces. And it's going to be a new face that he's fighting at Heatwave. So it's going to be a new face that he's fighting today. He's going to fight someone he's not comfortable with, because he's already seen the souls of everybody on the roster, but not these new faces. And he needs to get ready. He needs to get prepared for fighting new faces. So your next match for this evening, a man for whom Garfield cannot see the soul of, because perhaps I don't think robots have souls. And your next match for this evening is Garfield versus Bender. Get your predictions in now as we go down the ring. Wrestling is Silly. Your next match is set for one fall with no time limit. Making his way to the ring first, from your darkest nightmares, weighing in at 276 pounds, Garfield. It's been a long time since Garfield graced the ring with his presence. But he's as ominous as ever. Oh my good God, that is the correct response, Rob. That is, in fact, the correct response to be having to Garfield. Nightmare Cat versus Amoral Tin Man. Exactly. I just noticed that my chat widget isn't working anymore. Somebody say something in chat. There we go, it's working now. Thank you. The correct answer is God hasn't. Yeah. Your God can't save you now. For we are dealing with something beyond. You are dealing with something beyond the comprehension of mere deities of the physical realm. You are dealing with an eldritch abomination. You are dealing with the eater of worlds, the eater of souls, the eater of entire trays of lasagna. You are dealing with Garfield. You know, we're lucky that we're lucky that Wrestling is Silly is on a Wednesday. Because this is Garfield on a Wednesday. Could you imagine Garfield on a Monday? The power, the anger. And his opponent from New York, Bender Bending Rodriguez. And now for something completely different. A man who looks a machine who looks eldritch terrors in the eye and says, "Up yours, meatbags." A creature who bends the laws of reality versus a robot who bends metal girders. Who will walk out the victor? Garfield considering this a tune-up match Bender just happy to get out there, get his face on TV a bit more, establishing his presence as a Wrestling is Silly top face. And our official Freya rings the bell. Beautiful sling blade. And these, famous from Bender. And the splash doesn't get the cover though. Garfield seemingly taken aback, taken a bit by surprise here. Oh, sharp shots, sharp strikes. Could you imagine being punched in the face by those metal hands? And now up on the shoulders, the Alabama slam from Bender Rodriguez. And now really showing his strength. Oh, there's the lifting Garfield over the top of his head and just dumping him behind him. Again, Garfield again cannot see into the soul of a machine who has none, and therefore is completely taken aback by everything that Bender is doing. But he gets the boots up and manages to get back to his feet. Oh, ripcord elbow. And now Garfield goes for a ride and tope con hero clean over that top rope. Incredible. But Bender up to his feet, hits one strike. Garfield, they're blocking the second and hits a brutal lariat. That could snap the neck of a human. And flattening. And the Kamigoye, that could smash one of Bender's ocular units. His eyes. Garfield back on top. This is the Garfield we know and love here at Wrestling is Silly. Shots and a quick moment to showboat before that brutal knee hit the stomach of Bender. Garfield politely resetting the count. 2 and a third series of backbreakers there for Garfield, trying to snap Garfield in half like it's fucking nightfall over here. And Bender goes up. And he's really showing off the strength of the bending unit here. And sending Garfield back down to earth. Gets the cover. But it's just a 1 count. Garfield is not being kept down that easy. But there it is. There is the meat bag choke out that Bender almost used to eliminate some competition. But Garfield, I don't even know if Garfield needs to breathe. That mouth is purely for lasagna purposes. Waistlock, ripcord, knee strike. Garfield really fighting off the back foot, a position that he's not used to, but he hits the I'm sorry, John gets the cover. But it's only a 2 count. Unfortunate for him. But he's up and down with that beautiful Uranagi. And there's the lasagna claw. That ethereal lasagna being shoved down the throat, and Bender passes out. Here is your winner, Garfield. He made a robot pass out. I didn't even think that was possible, but he made a robot pass out. Like I said, Bender bends girders, but Garfield bends the laws of nature. And he is taking on the world champion king at Wrestling is Silly Heatwave next month. What a match. What a match. Let's just get one last shot as he takes in all of the adoring crowds, maybe the gods above. I don't know who he's gesturing to there, but That was one hell of a match. That is just a preview of what you will get at Wrestling a Silly Heatwave, because Bender won't be the one in the ring with Garfield. It will be our Wrestling a Silly Men's World Champion King the Third to celebrate his lucha line of hierarchy. Hierarchy's not the word I'm looking for. Lucha lineage. There we go. Coming up next, our penultimate match of the night. We're already on our penultimate match of the night. This really has been rocketing on by, but we've got time for 2 more matches here. Of course, our main event is the 20-minute Iron Men match. But before then, we have room for one more match, and that is our women's match, because fresh from the dojo, we've got a woman that's making a comeback. She's failed to get off the starting blocks a couple times, but she's back now. She's giving it her all. I'm gonna just put that poll through. Garfield, congratulations to everyone that voted for Garfield in that prediction. I'm not going to announce who it is until the music starts, but let's see if this time she can get out of the starting gate with a win. Wrestling Silly, this next match is set for 1 fall with no time limit. Making her way to the ring first, from somewhere in England, weighing in at 110 pounds, Bridget. Bridget, the woman that I think all of us want to be a star, all of us want to be successful, and now it's Pride Month. So if any time for Bridget to get out and be a star, it is this month. Let's see if she can do it. And her opponent from the great seas of Hyrule, weighing in at 175 pounds, Tetra. Tetra, of course, somewhat of a gatekeeper of the women's division. Most newbies to the division will have a match against Tetra sooner or later. And she likes to see that women are ready to face the upper echelons of the division. She likes to know that people are, worth the time of the division. And that means she puts herself in the line of fire more often than most of our women. I mean, this isn't the first time that Bridget and Tetra have crossed paths. But perhaps this time Bridget will come out with the dub. And there is the bell. Freya once again rings that bell. Oh, beautiful face buster from Bridget to open tonight's proceedings. Tetra, though, going for that Kraken, that elevated abdominal stretch. Bridget. Oh, Bridget with a beautiful full extend on that drop kick. And a series of strikes. Shotgun drop kick to the back of the head. Bridget leaving Tetra in a precarious position. The tiger feint kick. Beautiful. She's been training from Spidey. And there's the shotgun drop kick off that springboard. Up on the second rope, the double axe handle. And there's the first cover Spinning heel kick from Bridget as Tetra gets up to her feet. Tetra being ran through. Oh, Bridget going for the Cazadora, not quite hitting its target though. And oh, hard buckle there from Tetra. Bridget fighting back though, and another beautiful drop kick. Tetra being fired into that turnbuckle. And oh, this is a dangerous position for Tetra to be in. Bridget, oh, shot across the face as a shot across the bow, I should say, as Bridget climbs up to that top turnbuckle. This is looking dangerous. Avalanche Spanish fly from Bridget, sending Tetra careening back to earth. And double moonsault, the yo-yo trick, but into an empty pool. Tetra managing to get out just in the nick of time and throwing Bridget over the top rope. Fight spilling to the outside here now. Tetra and Bridget. Tetra gets Bridget up, but Bridget slips out the back door. This is, hits the bulldog. Beautiful counter from Bridget. Bridget, rip cord knee strike. Incredible. Freya up to a 5 count now. Hurricane Rana from Bridget. Bridget is not giving up for a moment, not giving any ground. Bridget resetting the count. She is going to win, and she is going to win fairly. Series of kicks. Oh, but the drop kick avoided by Tetra. Oh, pop up Hurricane Rana once again. Bridget, she's not landing the big moves, but she is in control. And Tetra colliding with that steel ring post, and the knees to the gut. Bridget is on top form. She is on fire right now. There's the beautiful picture perfect moonsault. She picks Tetra back up, but Tetra catches the boot and throws Bridget into the Spanish commentary and then into the barricade as well. Tetra not looking pleased with herself right now. She goes in to reset the count this time, but giving Bridget enough time to get up and throw Tetra back into that barricade. I think, Bridget, I think, is done with the fight on the outside. No, she's just resetting the count. No, maybe just playing bait to try and get Tetra in, but it didn't work. Tetra with the upper hand. That anchor drop and the fist drop. And now Tetra throwing Bridget into the barricade. This is a far more hard-hitting, a far more hardcore affair than I thought either of these two women was going to go for. And rolling power slam from Tetra, and the back fist. The Hurricane back fist, that can take someone out if it hits them poorly. But no. There is the leg sweep from Bridget. Bridget firing back as best she can. Neither woman fighting at the top of her game right now. Bridget throwing Tetra into the barricade, returning back into the ring. This time not leaving again to break the count. Waiting for Tetra to come to her, getting the waist lock, and throwing Tetra into the corner. I think she's going for the avalanche, the avalanche Spanish fly again. If she can hit the Spanish fly and then hit the yo-yo tricks, that double moonsault, this could be over. The Spanish fly. That is not a good landing for either woman, but better for Bridget than it is for Tetra. There she goes up on top. This is usually where she hits the double moonsault. She turns around. There we go. 1, 2, double moonsault. Gets the cover. And the win. Well fucking done. Here is your winner, Bridget. What a time. What a way to celebrate Pride Month and to see Bridget finally get out of the starting gate with a win in her corner. What an incredible match. Yeah, real good showcase there by Bridget. Not only did she showcase her ability, she showcased how much she has improved since the last time we saw her, where she was really struggling. But this time we really did. I think she's finally found her groove. She's found a style. She's found a way that she can best, be the best kind of Bridget that she can be. And I'm really happy to see it. I'm really glad that she could do it. And we might have just seen the start of a future champ. I'm real happy with how that match came out. And I'm really happy with this next match in general, because we have one match left for this evening. One match that has been set up for a week now and has been in the making since these two collided 3-4 weeks ago. I'm talking about Vicious and Delicious, and I'm talking about the Springfield Sports Center. We've already seen one win by the Springfield Sports Center this evening, but they're going to have to fight a lot harder for the second win. This is your 20-minute Iron Man match. Vicious and Delicious versus the Springfield Sports Center. If you're not aware of the rules of an Iron Man match, I will elucidate you now. Before that, I just want to give all of my shills and shout outs, because I do love me some shills and shout outs. If you have enjoyed this show, the ways you can help, the ways you can support the show, the ways you can support the show are as thus. You can follow the channel. Following the channel is the easiest. Oh, hello. Neil, thank you for that resub. Thank you for that 12-month resub. That is an entire year of Twitch support. Thank you so much. The ways you can support the channel are numerous, and thus you can do so by following the channel. That is the easiest and freest way to support us. You can also subscribe, like Neil has done on Twitch, but I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be super real with you. If you spend £5 on a Twitch subscription, I see about £2.25 of that, because Twitch takes half and then PayPal takes a little bit. If, however, you go to our Ko-fi instead, ko-fi.com/wrestlingissilly, and you give me £5 on Ko-fi, I see about £4.50 of that, because Ko-fi takes nothing, so it's just PayPal taking their bit. So if you want to support me, you can do so. I would prefer you do so by going to our Ko-fi page. We've got a monthly membership system on Ko-fi. We've got tiers ranging from £1 all the way up to £20. Big thank you to Oddish Rob for the £1 tier, Bude RPG for the £5 tier, and Ayakara for the £20 a month. This is getting silly tier. Thank you so much for everything that all of you do. Thank you so much, but specifically to Ayakara, thank you for all you do for the channel. If you want Jeff Bezos to have more money, then then continue subscribing via Twitch. And if you're like, oh, but I want the emotes, go download the Better Twitch TV extension. All of the emotes are already in there, so you don't even need to subscribe to use the emotes. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You can also, again, like I've said previously, making clips is a really good way of helping the channel. It helps me promote the show. Tell a friend, bring a friend in, show them this absolute nonsense. And yeah, just thank you for enjoying the show. If we also have a stretch goal. If we hit £100 a month on the Ko-fi, then we will get a brand new Wrestling is Silly show. I'm talking Wrestling is Silly Punchline. A brand new Wrestling is Silly show broadcast on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@wrestlingissilly, every single Saturday. It'll have matches. It'll have fun with me and Zach. It'll have interviews with other Wrestling is Silly adjacent people. It'll have all sorts of feud recaps and talking about the show. we are 1/4 of the way there. We're currently at 26. I've just not updated that graphic yet. We're at 26 out of £100. If you want to help Wrestling a Silly Punchline happen, please do go to the Ko-fi and support us over there. But where was I? Iron Man match. How an Iron Man match goes is there will be a 20-minute time limit, and we will be seeing every single second of that 20-minute time limit, because if, say, the Big Mac pins Homer Simpson, Team Vicious and Delicious gets 1 point. Then they continue. They just keep going. At the end of the 20 minutes, whoever has the most points wins. You can get a point via pinfall. You can get a point via submission. If you hit your opponent with a weapon, they get a point, because that is technically you getting disqualified. There's a lot of inner workings of an Iron Man match, but this is a tag team Iron Man match. 20 minutes on the time. Vicious and Delicious versus Springfield Sports Center for our main event. Wrestling is Silly. Your main event for tonight is a tag team Iron Man match. Making their way to the ring first, from a burger restaurant in Madison, Wisconsin, at a combined weight of 185.25 pounds with cheese, Mackie Chase, the Big Mac, Vicious and Delicious. When one of them has a real weight and one of them has a joke weight, it's quite hard to add them up, because Mackie Chase is 185 pounds and Burger King is a quarter pounder with cheese. And their opponents, from Woohoo Island and Evergreen Terrace, fighting out of the Springfield Sports Center at a combined weight of 529 pounds, Homer Simpson, Matt, Springfield Sports Center. And here we have the big, beefy, hard-hitting Springfield Sports Center. For my money, one of the best tag teams in all of wrestling. In all of wrestling is Silly, and in all of wrestling just generally. I think they're an incredible team. And I think Vicious and Delicious have done an incredible job to get 2 pinfall victories over the Springfield Sports Center, because if you don't recall, last week on the show we heard from Matt from the Springfield Sports Center. The first time we'd heard Matt talk, we saw Matt was unhappy that even though they defeated Vicious and Delicious in a singles tag match, that the score was 2-1, and he didn't like that. So this is why this Iron Man match is happening. Big boot from Big Mac, but Homer Simpson bringing up, hitting the max power fresh out of the gate, trying to get an early point on the Big Mac, but no, Big Mac kicks out. And the belly to belly takedown from Matt Wee Sports. The cross arm breaker applied onto Big Mac. Mackie Chase in a bit of a precarious position here. Oh, there's the lariat with the wrist control from Matt, and Homer gets a clubbing blow to the back from the Big Mac, and a couple of strikes to the back into the Scorpion Death Drop, that reverse DDT. Pinfall attempt from Matt interrupted, but right into a chop block from Homer Simpson. Homer with the cover. Could this be an early point for the Sports Center? No, Big Mac kicking out, and now Mackie having his face pulled open. And the belly to belly suplex from Homer Simpson. Big Mac having to take a little bit of a breather there, but now, big side suplex from Homer onto Mackie Chase, and another one for the Big Mac from Matt. And Homer mounting and pounding, not like that. onto the Big Mac. Mac trying to roll over, trying to get his guards up, but the Sports Center are too hard hitting. Oh, jawbreaker attempt avoided by Homer. Oh, but the suplex avoided by Big Mac. By Mackie, sorry. Big Mac guillotines Homer. Big Mac guillotines Matt. Homer is flattened by Mackie. Vicious and Delicious are maybe turning the tables a little bit. Snap suplex from Mackie. Casadora DDT from Mackie. We got Mackie, Matt, and Mac. This is going to be a rough one. Cover from Mackie. Just a 1 count though. And Mackie hits the ropes. Meeting of the minds though. Neither person. Soul food from the Big Mac. Mackie lifts up and beautiful Michinoku driver from Mackie Chase. Or was it a Falcon Arrow? Either way, Matt not looking best for it. Snap suplex gets the cover. But it's only a 1 count. Homer Simpson feeling the rough end of that barricade. Meanwhile, in the ring, Chase Big in Sports. I can't call him Chase. I can't call him Big. Big. Oh, Mackie Chase gets the cover. Not enough to get the point though. Mackie Chase in control on the inside, but Homer in control on the outside. But you cannot get a pinfall victory on the outside, so it's all for naught. But I think that maybe ketchup on the face of Big Mac. And the Bulldog has been reversed into a avalanche powerbomb from Matt Wii Sports. And there's the Spinebuster, gets the cover. But Mackie Chase kicks out as best he can. But now I think the power glove from Matt Wii Sports gets the cover. But no, Mackie Chase is still able to kick out. Oh, beautiful pop-up hurricanrana from Mackie Chase into the standing shooting star press. Homer, though, in full control on the outside. Homer, realizing his teammate might need some help, hits the snap suplex, though. Mackie Chase and Homer Simpson now locking heads. Oh, and there's the hook kick from Homer. Big Mac back up to his feet. Big boot from Homer, though. We're 1/4 of the way in. No man scoring a pinfall over another. There's the cornered lariat. Waistlock attempt from Homer. Oh, throwing Big Mac onto the ramp. And as this is tornado tag, there are no countouts. They can spend as long as they want out there. But the longer they spend out there, the longer they lose stamina, the longer they lose everything, as everything hits harder, like that neck breaker right on that corrugated steel. Mackie and Matt doing things the old-fashioned way, the proper way. Mac now returning to the ring as Mackie, the rope-assisted powerbomb from Mackie. Homer now returning to the ring, but just for a second as he gets thrown over top by a well-placed lariat from Mackie Chase. But now Mackie Chase keeping his eye off the prize. I think Homer is going max power. He lifts up Mackie, and there it is. Gets the cover, but Big Mac drops the double axe handle and hits the beautiful drop kick. Oh, left and rights from Homer, but into the jawbreaker. The big, meaty Big Mac jawbreaker, but he hits a DDT from Matt Wii Sports. I'll tell you, if this Iron Man match goes 20 minutes with no points, I will not be best pleased. Because Big Mac managing to hold his own against both members of the Sports Center is incredibly impressive, but that was a beautiful arm drag suplex from Homer Simpson. Cross arm breaker now locked in, but Big Mac can't tap out on the outside. Mackie coming in to try and interrupt the 2-on-1 onslaught, but Oh, the figure four leg lock on the outside. Mackie Chase interrupting. Mackie Chase really does care for the Big Mac. I'm so happy to see those two in action. But it is going to result in some suffering from the Springfield Sports Center because they are not ones to take any sort of onslaught in good stead. Electric chair right into the stairs. That is going to mess with the spine and the ribs of one Mackie Chase. And gut wrench slam. And the Vicious and Delicious being hung out to dry, just being overpowered by the Springfield Sports Center as you can expect from a team like the Sports Center. Matt and Big Mac now locking horns on the inside. Snap suplex into a quick cover. Just a 2 count though. And now beautiful series of kicks. Oh, and one across the face to finish things off. Big Mac gets the cover, but right in front of old Matthew Wii Sports. But there's the flavor packet. Mackie gets the cover. Homer nowhere to be seen on the outside. Oh, just a 2 count though. Neither team have any points on the board just yet. But I think this might change now as Homer lifts Mackie Chase up and hits oh! The max power could not connect as Mackie slips out the back door. But Homer avoids the low drop kick. Mackie in the driver's seat right now. Homer not used to being overpowered by a smaller wrestler. The arm drag suplex. And just slam dunking the head of Mackie Chase back into the mat. Matt throwing Big Mac back into the ring. Oh, lariat connects, but it doesn't take Mac down. And now spinning power, like a rolling power slam from Matt Wii Sports. A standing shooting star press leaves Homer out to dry. Waistlock into, oh no, not a kill switch, but a sort of spin through bulldog. And the knee breaker from Matt Wii Sports really being picked on by both the Vicious and Delicious now. Mackie turns his attention to Homer right into a lariat though. And brutal knee strike. And there's one for Big Mac as well. Oh, Homer was gearing up to give Big Mac something, but right in to a Casadora that he did not expect. And there's the kneeling DDT from Big Mac. Oh, rolling neck breaker from Big Mac to Matt Wii Sports. But Homer remains in the driver's seat. Snap neck breaker, returning the favor on behalf of his comrade. And Big Mac returning fire just as hard. Oh, blocks the lariat. And snap suplex onto those very, very thin mats. Waistlock. Oh no, this does not look good for Homer. Electric chair face buster on those mats. That is not good for Homer Simpson. Homer being returned to the ring as Mackie Chase brutalized on the LED glass of that ramp. That is not good for him. Matt has gone sicko mode, I believe is the parlance of the day. And the sling blade though into the drop kick. Oh, a low drop kick trips Homer and he goes face first into that corrugated steel. Oh, brutal pump handle suplex there from Homer. And the leg sweep from Big Mac. Big Mac showing off his pendulous balls, I believe. Ooh, power slam from Homer. Power plant slam, maybe. And a backstabber from Mackie Chase. Nope. Choke slam. No, instead, spine buster. Falcon Arrow from Mackie Chase. They're playing the hits, but none of them have gotten a pinfall yet because they've all this fighting has happened on the outside of the ring. One of these men needs to return the other to the ring. Otherwise, this is going to end in a draw. And no team will be happy about it ending in a draw. Oh, boot nearly taking the head off of the Big Mac there. And Mackie Chase goes for a ride with that electric chair drop. Oh, backbreaker into the neck breaker. Lethal combination there from Big Mac, but then he gets dunked by Matt Wii Sports. And the belly to belly. A leg drop right on the thigh. In the gut wrench slam from Matt. Matt is relentless with these strikes. This is an incredible show of force. The Sports Center don't seem to be interested in getting pinfalls, which is the reason they claim to have put this match together in the first place. They just seem to be set on brutalizing the Sports Center. Look at that brutal knee bar. But no, the Sports Center now. Mackie has been returned to the ring by Matt. And I think this is it. He's got him up, and the playing with power, that brutal sit-out powerbomb, gets the cover. And that's 1 point to the Springfield Sports Center. Springfield Sports Center currently have 1 point. And the second, the power glove. Holy shit. Matt Wii Sports getting 2 on the run pinfalls on Mackie Chase. The Springfield Sports Center now 2-0 in the lead. That was an incredible combination from Matt. He hit the playing with power. He hit the power glove. Got a pinfall after each one. The Sports Center are now 2-0 in the lead. That's tactical genius. Now 6 minutes left on the timer. There is a mountain to climb if Vicious and Delicious want to leave this as the victors. But the snake eyes on the hardest part of the ring. That is gonna mess with the vision of one Matt Wii Sports. Both the Sports Center now returned to the ring. Maybe. Oh. The Smashburger from the Smashburger and the Flavor Packet. Oh, it's just a 2 count from Matt Wii Sports, though. I thought Vicious and Delicious were going to get stereo pins, but unfortunately not. Matt only kicking out at 2. There's the Casadora, the Avalanche Bulldog. Mackie with the cover. 2. Oh, it is still just a 2 count. Meanwhile, playing with power on the Big Mac this time. But Mackie was there to break it up. Code breaker from Mackie Chase. But they are both flat out. This is a hard position for the Vicious and Delicious team. They are 2-0 behind. Oh, Mackie Chase hits the Flavor Packet onto Homer. Meanwhile, Matt is absolutely brutalized on the outside. Homer, though, gets the rope break, and Freya saw it that time. There is still time for V&D to bring it back. Smash Burger for Matt Wii Sports. 2, 3. That is a point for Vicious and Delicious. 2-1. 2-1 up. 4 minutes left on the timer. They could still bring this back. Brutal kicks there. There was an attempt at another Avalanche Bulldog from Mackie Chase. Homer did get the better of that. We saw that was happening while the Smashburger and the pinfall was happening on Matt. And snap suplex on the outside. The fight is once again spilled to the outside. And the electric chair drop from Homer. Sports Center are regaining the momentum. V&D need to work hard for this. There it is. The kill switch bulldog. There's still time for Vicious and Delicious to perhaps even it out. That was a brutal. I don't know what to call that from the Big Mac. Oh, and there's a beautiful snap neck breaker. And now brutal kneeling DDT. This fight has gotten real personal. This is not a match. This is a fight from these two teams. But if this ends at 2-1, then the final score between these two teams will be 3-3. So there will still not be a definitive winner of this feud. And there's only 2 minutes left on the timer. Homer seems devout on wasting time running laps. Well, I think he was trying to hit a final max power there onto Mackie, but Mackie had the better thought. Hits the X Factor. Vicious and Delicious in control. Homer being returned to the ring. Matt being kept at an arm's length by the Big Mac. And oh no, suplex attempt, but Matt slipped out the back door. Mackie needing some time to get his breath back before getting in the ring with Homer. Instead, no, turning his attention to his teammate. Hitting the code breaker. Leaving Big Mac and Homer. Oh, Homer just being flattened by the Big Mac there. Homer taking the tactical advantage to roll out the ring so he cannot get pinned, but right into the kill switch bulldog by Mackie Chase. If Mac can keep Homer in the ring, then he might be able to squeeze another pinfall in the next 60 seconds, the last 60 seconds of the match. But Homer is climbing that top rope. We don't often see Homer at the top, but this cannot be good for him. Oh, elbow right across the face. Oh, and that is another pinfall for the Sports Center. That is now 3-1 to the Springfield Sports Center. Oh, but Mackie Chase hits the flavor packet. Mac though picks Homer back up. I don't know what they're attempting here. Hurricane Rana, Big Mac gets the cover. Mackie gets the cover. That's one. Oh no, was that 2 points? They were both pinfalled. That is another 2 points. It is now 3-3 once again. Now that says winner in Springfield Sports Center. But here are not your winners. Springfield Sports Center had 3 points, but in the final moments of the match, it was clear that Vicious and Delicious got not one, but 2 pinfalls, one on each member of the Sports Center. So this match ends in a draw. What an ending. Springfield Sports Center getting double pinned by both Vicious and Delicious, ending at 3-3. What? You couldn't have written a better ending. What an ending. That was an incredible Iron Man match, and still not a clear winner of this feud. So that means it's not over. That means these two will collide yet again. They are, you may say, destined to fight forever. But not tonight. Not on this show. that will be in the future, the far distant future of Wrestling is Silly. If you have... making noise for dog. If you have enjoyed tonight's show, please do, as I said before, tell your friends, do all the fun things I mentioned before. But now I'm going to find somebody to do a raid into. Our good friend, my good friends at Blizzard Comedy are currently doing Broadcast Avalanche, which is a comedy panel show that they do every month, I believe. And as well as that, two of my good friends are on the show, Cameron Sinclair Harris and Dan Weber, one of my closest friends, Dan Weber, famously the voice of Santa Claus in Wrestling is Silly. They are doing Broadcast Avalanche, so we're going to raid into Blizzard Comedy. I love Blizzard Comedy. I do a lot of live shows for Blizzard Comedy. They're fantastic people. So we're going to raid into them now. If you like a panel show, or if you just like leftist comedy, you'll love them. They're great. So go say hello to them. And in the meantime, please do join our crew over on Discord. Please do drop that message into the chat, just Queer Pirate Raid. Join our Discord, buy our gay little pins at nerdyqueer.com. We have some fantastic pins for you. It's all going to be great. It's going to be a great little shop. I say it's going to be. It is a great little shop. It's one of the best things that I do. That shop. I don't know why I'm losing my words, but like I said, we're going to say hello to Blizzard Comedy. I'm sorry, I've lost all track of my words. This is very much in the end of the show. So book in here, book fall, wherever the book you are. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your show. I'll catch you in the next one. And love you, bye.